This is SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports show, coming to you from Barstool Sportsbook at L'Auberge Lake Charles. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Welcome again, and thanks for joining us here at the Sportsbook at L'Auberge. We really appreciate you coming in.
Not a problem.
In return, we promise one hell of a show.
We will, as usual, Rick.
Coming to you from the fantastic Sportsbook with Mr. Guidry and
Always.
Hans here. We got a lot to cover. The college football playoff Final Four, get ready because we are going to weigh in on this. LSU gets a New Year's Day bowl game, but God, I don't know, man, I'm bored to death already, and we've got 3 more weeks. Wisconsin?
Yeah.
It just doesn't blow my skirt up. The Saints
been down
go
that road
down.
before.
Who would you like?
Hold on. I got a name for you. The Saints go down, but not without a fight, but they go down.
They go down.
Anyway. And in the fourth chair, McNeese basketball coach, that would be Will Wade.
Glad to have Coach Wade.
I got a new nickname for him.
What?
Double Dub.
Double
Dub.
Tell me.
You know, they think dub meaning win, W.
Yeah.
Double Dub. Will
Okay,
Wade.
It's supposed to be easier to say.
Yeah, really. Gotcha.
Okay.
Will
I'm
Wade's
with that.
pretty easy.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. That one heck of a show coming. Let's just get this thing going. All right. The committees, I'm going to call it the asleep at the wheel decision, unjustly keeping Florida State out of this Final
I can't
Four.
believe
But
you
Rick,
and
you know
I
what?
agree
This
on
We
that.
are agreeing.
But I'm
We've been
gonna tell
agreeing
you-
on this the last 2 weeks.
And I'm going to tell you, are we going to talk about it now or are we going to wait for it later?
Go.
My thing is this, Rick,
Go.
and I think the committee is saying, would they be the 4th best team without their starting quarterback? That's what you look at. And I know a lot of people are saying, but people want TV ratings, Scooter.
You know what I
And you
have
know
noticed?
this.
It's a TV show.
People want TV ratings.
This whole 4 best teams versus 4 most deserving teams is going to split this country right down the middle.
We're already splitting
You're
it
really
up.
going that serious with
Holy
it, Scooter.
smokes, you got red and blue states
You're really
going
going
on.
that serious with it, Scooter.
It may be worse than red and blue
It's
states.
crazy, Scooter, but I'm telling you, that's what that committee looked at.
The committee chairman
They
said
obviously
umpteen
did.
times, look, we had to go to the metric, which is in their little handbook.
Yeah, I get
available
that.
players,
Yeah.
available coaches.
Exactly,
And
Rick.
without star quarterback.
It's not a game.
Jo-
It's not
Travis,
a game, Rick.
You know,
They're
not a
not the
game.
same
They-
team.
they
It's
kinda-
not right. That's just not right.
No, it's
but
not right.
they kind of only did that for the first 4. All right. If Florida State wasn't better than Alabama Alabama, do you really think they're better than Georgia?
Scooter,
They
I see
put
your
them
point.
5th. Ohio State,
Yeah. Yeah.
Georgia, Ohio State, 5th and 6th. I mean, 6th and 7th.
Kevin, I'm with you on that. You and I mean, this is
I'm telling you-
history making.
I'm telling you,
that
that's
he
what-
and I
that's what
are
happened.
in total agreement on one thing.
Yeah.
It's been 29
Yeah.
years. Let me throw this at you. The committee feels like they have to be prognosticators.
Yeah. Yeah.
And predict what will be the best matchups.
Exactly.
For your mantra of TV ratings. It's a TV show. I get it's a business. I got it. Well, then just load up the panel with Vegas wise guys. Put odds makers in the room.
well,
They're
Rick-
going to know everything. They
Rick-
usually do.
Rick,
if you want to
so true.
prognosticate, go to the
They
odds
missed on
makers.
Oregon
My
and
thing-
Washington.
Yeah.
My thing is this.
No, you're right about
do you think Georgia was deserving of what they got?
Yes.
You do? You
Yes.
really
They lost.
believe that?
They lost. They lost. I can't be hypocritical. They lost. Who else lost? Alabama lost. But Texas beat Alabama.
I do feel for the committee.
Tough.
They had
you
an
have to.
impossible task.
It
They
was.
did. They did.
I
Scooter.
mean,
and we said it.
I bet they're all sitting there. Why didn't we get that 12-team deal in
yeah,
here?
I know.
Of course.
But look.
You know, I'm going to make a prediction right now. 1 year from today, we're going to be sitting here arguing about the 11th and the 13th
And
team.
that's fine.
You think so?
That's
Will?
fine.
Well,
We'll
Scooter,
have
if
fun
that's
with
the case, Scooter,
19, notice I didn't say 12.
Yeah.
Because the 12th will be reserved
Yeah.
for the liberties of the world.
But not
Now,
the-
you want to talk about who got screwed? That's SMU. Liberty, which played the easiest schedule in America,
they did.
goes in
Fiesta
over
Bowl.
SMU
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the New Year's Six Bowl.
Yeah, to the
Yeah.
Fiesta Bowl, which
Fiesta
yeah,
Bowl.
that caught my
Look,
eye.
you-
Liberty and Oregon in the Fiesta Bowl. Guys, strength of schedule. Let's just go there. All right, Florida State, 55th strength of schedule.
Yeah.
Alabama, 5th. I got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, that's no joke.
Michigan, number 1, 111th ranking power schedule. 111? I'm not
Yeah.
dissing Michigan.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Michigan number 1, but they didn't play anybody. They didn't play anybody until they played a downtrodden Penn State and a very, very good Ohio State.
I just wonder sometimes, Rick, that committee.
Tough job, but they set the standards. Unbeaten Power 5 conference champion.
Yeah.
You gotta put them in.
I mean,
but apparently not.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
But they.
Now this is
if ever, because I'm probably forgetting a year. But since the 4-team started, it's been fairly obvious.
Yeah. People will argue about TCU. People are starting to go back to the TCU route of last year.
If they're scared to put in Florida State because of a mismatch, they didn't mind hanging Oklahoma out there for Joe Burrow to
there you go. There has been. Let me throw this at you. Mr. Expert College Guy.
Give it to me.
Let me throw it to you. I'm like you. I don't remember the year, but didn't Alabama, Nick Saban, call on a freshman by the name of Tua Tagovailoa to win a national championship and come off the bench?
They did.
Tate Rottingham, or whoever that backup is at Florida State, he might work miracles.
But you don't know. But you had a starting quarterback that was proven in Hurts.
I know, but he still replaced him because he wasn't getting any done.
He did.
With Tua.
But that's after the fact, though, Rick. That's after the fact.
In a title game.
Yeah, but it's after the fact. The title game has been matched up already. That was done.
But they were slumping.
It's after the fact. My thing is this, yes, I do, but this is what's going to happen, guys. Mark it down. You heard it right here.
I will say this.
On this sports show.
No, go. Get your point.
You heard it right here on this sports show. Alabama will win it all. Don't ask me how, but I'm telling you.
I'm going to wait for a couple more weeks.
Alabama will win it all.
I'm going to wait for a couple more weeks.
They will win it all.
I got a couple of sports cliches. What happened to defense wins championships?
Oh, God.
And football's the
We'll
ultimate
get back
team
to that.
game.
We'll get back to that.
Rest assured, there is no debate about the Max Bar and Grill at the National in Westlake. Prime steaks, burgers off the grill, freshest seafood this side of the Gulf Coast, perfect po' boys and pasta plus salads and gumbo, full range of cocktails and cold beer for a night out with live sports action wall to wall. Weekend brunches to boot, great service to go with great times, and boy, they have some great food. It's called the Max Bar and Grill at the National Golf Course in Westlake.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at L'Auberge Lake Charles.
Miller Lite has more taste and only one more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
What's bugging you?
Is it termites? The season is now and they are swarming. At J&J Exterminating, we offer some very effective weapons against infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Don't wait. Contact us now for a free inspection.
His name was King. He had a horse along the countryside. I saw him ride. One day they found him.
Welcome back to the Sportsbook at L'Auberge, where it's happy hour, by the way, Monday through Thursday, 4 to 6 o'clock. Get best seats in the house. It's a good time to get it. Coming up in the next segment, McNeese Hoops Guru head coach. That would be Will Wade. I'm
Can't
calling
wait
him
to get Coach on.
Double dub. Will Wade.
Yeah.
All right, that's coming up
What-
in the
what
fourth
was
chair.
that
Double dub.
name
Okay, double dub. We're going to call him double dub.
nickname you had for the new McNeese Arena?
The Blue Valley.
The Blue Valley.
It's a valley. All those blue seats. The
Whatever.
Blue Valley. I love it.
Double
Still,
dub in the Blue Valley.
Blue Valley.
I'm
Blue
ahead of
Valley.
my time.
You
I am
are.
ahead of my
You
time.
are, sir. You definitely
All right,
are.
you don't want to miss Will Wade coming up. All right, we told you last week,
Yeah.
primarily college expert boy in the middle here, LSU would be in Tampa
They
at
would.
the Relia Quest Bowl.
Whatever.
What happened? LSU's going to Tampa against
Yeah.
the boring Badgers. Well, they got a heck of a
Wisconsin.
defense, but God, it's just not a very sexy match.
You know
Not
that
at all, Rick. Not at
LSU's
all.
played the first time they ever played Wisconsin in a bowl game, but they have played fairly recently, once in Houston and
They
once
did.
in
Yeah.
Lambeau Field.
I went to that game.
In
Yeah, I
Green
went to that
Bay.
game.
And I tell you what, those Wisconsin fans are a fun bunch.
Jump!
Yeah.
In the stadium.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
a fun bunch.
They'll travel well, too. All those
Yeah.
cheeseheads
Yeah.
coming down
But
to the
it's
sunny
just,
Tampa.
it's just not a sexy matchup. And I'm
Well,
with
they got a
Scooter.
good defense. They're a
Well,
subpar on offense.
LSU has had a lot of these, it seems like, this year, but it will be. Wisconsin does have a good defense.
Oh, it's good.
Against America's best offense.
Yeah.
Conversely, Wisconsin is offensively challenged
They are.
against one of the worst defenses.
All right, so a little balance out there.
I
know
won't
where
call
you're at.
them the worst, not as
Yeah.
long as
I think they may play well against
LSU isn't the
Wisconsin,
worst
Scooter.
as long as Southern Cal's alive.
Yeah.
We're going to. Southern Cal would have been an interesting name. I got a name
Yeah,
I
it
want to
would
throw
have
out to
been.
you in a little
But
bit here.
LSU's open this next season with
That's-
Southern
You're right.
the
You're right.
matchup,
All right.
you're right.
All right. So we got a couple more weeks. Maybe it'll come out officially in the next week or two. I don't know. Question is Jaden Daniels. I'm getting the vibe that he's not going to play.
Well, I'm not getting the vibe at all.
Not at all. Okay.
Not at all,
Now
really.
Malik Neighbors again. He needs
said
22
he's-
yards.
yeah.
He says he wants to play, but
I'm thinking he's going to play for that. I do.
what are
I'm
the
thinking.
odds of Daniels playing?
But
I would make it, I hate to say 50-50, that's a cop-out.
Yeah.
I'll say 60 plays, 40 doesn't.
And just makes plays and makes an appearance
well,
maybe
but you
and
know
leads
what
the
though?
team.
Wouldn't
and,
you wouldn't you want to be that guy that Malik Neighbors got that from?
Good point.
That's me, Scooter.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean,
he
that
seems
goes
like
down
a
in
team
history.
guy.
I don't know if that, he is
gets-
a team guy.
He's a
but I
team
don't
guy.
know if that
But we're
means
talking
No, I don't
NFL
know
draft.
either, Scooter. I don't know either.
You know,
But-
look, I hate to do it, but he might look at that Florida State North Alabama game. Jordan Travis blowing
Yeah.
up the. I'm
It can
just
happen,
saying.
Rick.
I'm-
It
all
can
right.
happen.
I
It can
would have
happen.
preferred. Get ready now, drum roll. I would have preferred a sexy in-state matchup. LSU and Tulane.
Yeah.
Now I know they maybe have to go through some hurdles and all this
Yeah, but-
adjacency
No,
and
there's conference time.
Yeah.
throw it. They want TV.
It's
They
just-
want ratings. They want
yeah.
good TV. Come on, Tulane and
Well,
LSU.
what they were shooting for, and this just blows my mind. What they were shooting for was LSU Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
What
that
happened?
would have been off the charts.
Well, partly
Sun
because
Bowl?
of
Well,
Brian Kelly, really.
when Georgia and Florida State ended
Yeah.
up in the Orange Bowl,
Yeah.
the ripple effect came down where the last three ACC teams available, they actually drew names out of a hat.
Really?
Are you serious?
And Notre Dame ends up in the Sun Bowl.
That's how they
my
did it?
Yes.
See, that has nothing to do with the CFP committee.
Well, I thought they wanted
but
people to go to games. I thought they wanted viewership. I thought that's what a lot of
Tulane
it
and
was.
LSU.
Maybe I was wrong then.
All right, so the big news out of New Orleans is former McNeese quarterback and assistant
Yeah.
coach Slade
Yeah,
Nagel.
Slade Nagel.
What a
Named
what a
interim
good
head
deal
coach
for
Yeah,
for
him.
Slade
Tulane.
Nagel.
Yeah. And he looks at it as an audition.
And it
Really?
should be.
I would assume Tulane's going to make up their mind on a new coach before their
Yeah.
bowl game, which is December, I believe, 27th.
You would know. You're the bowl
How
expert.
long,
Yeah.
how long has Slade Nagel been there? How long has he been
8
there?
years. This is his 8th year.
8 years?
His first year, he was tight ends coach until they promoted him to offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, assistant head coach this year.
8
Boy,
years?
Man,
good guy. Good.
Great guy, great
I
mind.
know him
Everybody
well.
knows his dad. Everybody knows his
Still
dad.
young, and look what
Well,
has
I
been the
thought he
strength of
was-
that Tulane team.
I thought he was young.
Offensive quarterbacks.
I thought he was young too, and then I saw he was McNeese's quarterback at the turn of the century.
But okay, he's
Yeah.
still young compared to us.
But still, though, wow.
I mean,
ain't known
kudos
his
to
dad for 8
Slade
years.
Nagel,
Yeah,
well
big
known in
time.
Cowboy area
yeah.
here. So I hope, obviously, he's going to throw his name in the hat. He's offensive
I think he
coordinator,
should. For
offensive
8
mind.
years,
that
Rick?
kind of
I mean, why wouldn't you?
All right, UL Lafayette. Look, they get the New Orleans Bowl, so they get the honor of what? They're
When
gonna be
do they
first
don't
out
get
of the
that
gate.
bowl? I mean, when-
literally the first bowl is the
When
New
do they
Orleans
not
Bowl.
get that bowl, Rick?
They
I mean,
always
they've
seem to
got
be
that
in
bowl
the New Orleans
was
every
one
year.
of the same
Jacksonville
day.
State, that's coming. I think it's December 17th, something
Yeah.
like that. All right, the Bump Down Bulldogs and the Knowles in the Orange
Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah.
You can hear it now. TCU 65-7, Georgia 65-7, 65-7, and it's just going to validate what the committee did, and I just still think it's wrong.
I don't know how you call that game. It's like neither team really wants to be there.
No.
I know what happens when one team loves to be there and the other team doesn't. I don't know what happens when neither team
wants to be
Look,
there.
I know it's almost unfathomable to keep an SEC team out of the Final Four. I know that, but this might have been the year. So let's move on. All right. We keep moving.
You read
the same
what I wrote the other day.
Yeah, I know. Look, we keep bumping
the SEC out of the Final Four. They'll secede from the
Yes, they will.
We keep bumping the New Orleans Saints down on our show rundown, but they keep losing, and the way they keep losing, it's just
Rick, let me tell you
pull your hair out. Look, they fell in a huge hole. Give them some credit for coming back. But again, a loss is a loss. They come up short.
How can you? I mean, have you ever seen less energy? What did they say on TV? That's the quickest a team has fallen behind 21 to nothing since 2016.
21 to nothing.
Less than 5 minutes. Less than
6
4
minutes.
minutes.
Rick, let's give them 6 minutes.
Some bad luck.
Okay, let's give them 6 minutes.
Interception, but
wow.
But
buttery hands by Johnson. Or you lose a fumble because what is it? Your guard pulls it out of your hand or something. Yeah. It's just stupid mistakes.
I will give them credit for fighting.
They fight. Yeah. They didn't give up. Yeah. They didn't give up.
They couldn't get a break.
Dennis Allen. All right, we're going to keep chopping wood. We're going to keep chopping wood. We're chopping wood. That's all you can do in the NFL. But when is it going to turn? We got 5 games left. This is just a holy mess. When is it going to turn?
Rick.
Well, I don't think it's going to turn under Jameis Winston. Anybody was holding out hope for that. Have you ever, that last drive, when they had every opportunity to win, have you ever seen 4 consecutive worst passes?
Pass throws.
No.
Behind, low. I mean,
Thursday show, I'm going to lay out my claim, lay out my argument for Taysom Hill. That's in the Thursday show. We're up against that clock. It's pushing us to break. Stick around. Coming up next, we're talking Cowboy basketball hoops with Double Dub. That would be head coach Will Wade. Stick around for that. We'll be right back.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
What's bugging you?
Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
We are back. Great to have McNeese head basketball coach Will Wade back in the 4th chair for SoundOff. Thanks for breaking away from practice and all that film work and analytics.
Yes.
I got my head exploding with all this analytics stuff. 7-2. Welcome back, by the way. Happy holidays, coach.
Happy holidays.
You like that? But I don't know if you heard my new nickname. Double Dub?
No.
Double Dub?
Just like he named.
Dub, win, Double Dub?
Just like he named your place.
I'm ahead of my time.
I'm
ahead of my time.
What is that?
Double Dub in the Blue Valley.
As we sit here.
No.
The Blue Valley.
Oh, what's the Blue Valley?
When they open up the Legacy Center. All those blue chairs. Welcome to the Blue Valley. Come on.
Tell him, coach. Let it go. Let it go.
You're a creative guy.
Let it go, coach.
Let it go.
Blue Valley.
I've let it go a long time ago.
Coach, can you imagine when your opponents walk in, they say, "We playing in the Blue Valley."
Let's get to more important stuff. Early in the week, you're sitting here with your Cowboys at 7-2.
Goodness.
You're not leading the charge yet on the bench. All that conversation will come up on Thursday's show.
Yeah.
You got to be awfully pleased with the fast start. It's not perfect, but awfully pleased.
Yeah, we're off to a good start. I mean, we've won some games that we probably weren't supposed to win. We dropped a game or 2 maybe that we should have won, but that's baskakball.
We got to
we got to continue to get better. We got to continue to move forward. Our offense is way ahead of our defense right now. Our offense, we're actually very efficient on offense. Got a really good offensive team. Defensively, we got a lot of work to do. We really need to get better this week and next week as we've played so many games since I've had that 10-game suspension. We tried to play games, boom, 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 boom. So we've really knocked out. We've played some of them, we've played the most games of almost any team in the country. We're like top 20 in the amount of games we've played. So we're a game or two ahead of most people. And so it'll be nice. We've been in game mode for a month now. When you're in game mode, you're working on your opponent and going through scouting and that sort of thing. So it'd be nice now that we have, some long breaks between games to be able to work on ourselves, be able to get better ourselves.
That's a good point. The shortness between games.
We've really got to make a big jump here that we have time between games. Our guys are done with school. They're out of exams. So now we have, the full day to really focus on basketball. So we need to make some major strides these next couple of weeks.
You say offense is ahead of the defense. Were you expecting that going in?
No, honestly, I thought our defense would be better than it's been. Our defense hasn't been nearly as good as I was expecting it to be or hoping that it would be. Our offense is good because, one, we've got really good offensive players. Two, we don't turn the ball over, which is huge. We've only had we're top 10 in the country in terms of fewest turnovers. So, basketball is pretty simplistic. If you can just put the ball on the basket most possessions, you got a better chance at running a good offense. But I thought our defense would be better, and our defense has to be better. We've got to be better if we want to be the team that we're capable of being. Told our guys, we're leaving some meat on the bone right now in terms of how good we can be. And so, we're going to really put some time into focusing on our defense and improving defensively and getting better.
Let me jump in before Mr.
Go ahead.
Just real quick. Is it defending that open three-pointer, or is it the rotation?
It's rotations, a little bit of both. We let the ball get middle too much. We get split too much. And our defense by nature of how we play, it's kind of like a man zone. It's a man defense, but it's basically a matchup zone. But by nature of how we play, you're going to give up some three-point shots. But it's the type of three-point shots we're giving up. We should be giving up not inside-out threes because our defense has a shell at 18 feet that you shouldn't be able to crack. Well, teams get inside the shell. Well, the three-point percentage goes up 12% if you're shooting an inside-out three versus it. So it's the type. It's not that we're giving up a bunch. We're always going to give up a bunch of threes. Teams are going to shoot a lot of threes against us, but it's the type of threes that we're giving up that's been really, really problematic for us. That's what we got to get solved.
Coach, you say the offense.
Did you know that 13%?
When you're outside the shell, I know it's defense, Scooter. I know this stuff, man.
You got to get that Israeli Iron Dome thing going.
Coach, you're going to have a lot of coaches around the country probably end up getting fired by watching your guys play because there's not a team that have played together for the very first time on offense play as well as you guys do. How can you put 5 guys together that's never played together before, Coach?
How'd you do it, Coach?
Tell me how you did that. You got 5 guys that's playing like they played together for 3-4 years, Coach.
5.
I'm just saying, Ricky, starting 5.
The secret sauce is you better have good players. I tell people all the time, we're in the sports book, right? It's the horse, it's not the jockey.
Yeah.
You're not going to win the Kentucky Derby on a donkey. So, you've got to have good players, and we've got very talented players and very good players, and you can win when you got that.
That Rick and Scooter and myself have asked quite a bit. How do you find those guys, Coach? Put this in a jar because
there's that secret sauce.
But how do you find these guys, Coach?
You gotta have relationships, and you gotta bank on your relationships. You treat people right. You treat other kids. You treat other kids right when you have them, and they want to send you. They want to send you more of their kids, and so we've been fortunate. I got a really good staff. We've most of our kids who we've had, not every one of them, but probably 90% of them had a really positive experience with us, whether they played 30 minutes a game or 3 minutes a game or whatever it may be. They've had a positive experience with us, and when you do that, it kind of recruits itself.
McNeese's Will Wade has joined us at the Sportsbook at LaBerge on SoundOff in the 4th chair. The components are just all working, fitting. I know you're the brain trust, and you're going to pick. We need to do this better defensively, and I got that. But boy, the components seem to be working. Let's talk about that component right now. Florida transfer C.J. Felder, 6'9" power player. As we said earlier in the week, do we have a decision?
I just left a conference call on him, right?
Are you going to break it? Are you going to break it here on SoundOff?
Oh, no, I wish I had news to break. No,
my gosh.
I was on a conference call with his attorneys, so. So we're, look, we don't have a decision right now. I'm hopeful we'll have something here in short order, but we're still working through the process on that.
Wow.
And, I could take your entire show talking about that, but
Yeah.
we're not going to do that.
I know that, but I'm going to throw this out there. Let me just throw this out there.
I've been very good about this. I've stayed quiet, which I typically don't do. But I'm disappointed for him. I mean, look.
Wow.
I mean, we're winning plenty without him. This isn't about us getting some sort of competitive advantage.
Right.
I mean, like, we're 7-2 without him.
Yeah.
We're doing just fine. It's what's right for him and he missed 18 games at Florida last year. He's missed 10 games here already. That's 28 games. He's already missed a season. What's the point in having him sit out? He's already missed a season.
Yeah.
So
I got to ask you,
I don't
Coach,
want to get into all of it, but it's disappointing for him.
Do you think it's the NCAA just reaching back for another slap on Will Wade?
I'm not. I don't know that. I can't prove any of that. So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna. I don't
I can
deal
say
in
it.
conjecture or innuendo or speculation.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: I think his case is much stronger than some of the other cases that have been granted.
Yeah.
And we're certainly disappointed for him, and we're gonna keep battling and doing what we can do to do what's right.
That's all you can do.
Do what's right by CJ.
Yep.
Real quick, because we don't have much
about
time.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Not being able to be at the game, you can't be hiding up in the rafters or anything. What do you do during the game?
I watch it on my
can
phone,
watch it on
and
TV,
I throw my phone most of the game. I get mad and yell at my phone. My wife and daughter left the house the other during the Louisiana Tech game because I was so bad.
So you
More with
couldn't
Will
even,
Wade
like-
on Thursday night show. We're out of time, but we're going to have him
Yes.
back on Thursday. So until then, have a great sports week. We'll see you next time.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at L'Auberge Lake Charles.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Miller Lite has more taste and only one more calorie than Michelob Ultra.